Too many coaches or agencies nowadays are just overcomplicating the process of reaching that 50K a month. Generally, their problem is either that they want to remove themselves entirely from their business as soon as possible, which is obviously super gay. I mean, I must admit, like, bruh, why you even started your business if you want to get away from it? Obviously, you started it from to attain some sort of a financial and locational freedom, but do you think these multimillionaires like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, whoever you can think of, do you think they built such a massive business without themselves actually being there for the first couple of years at least? No, you know. So just sort your shit out and just watch this video, to be fair, because this is the easiest path for you to get to that six figures business type of thing, where you can be constantly making 50K a month. It's just some sort of, I would say, a quick roadmap for you. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. So if you want to stay until the end and watch the video, cool. If not, I don't care. I mean, after all, there are thousands and thousands of new coaches and agencies coming into this game every single day. So obviously, unless you want to stay broke and unless you don't want to get flushed out of the market, I mean, it's your choice, after all. In fact, if you're watching this, I'm sure that you're already one of the best agency owners or one of the best coaches in the market already. But to be fair, it's not even about how hard you work. It's not about that. I mean, obviously, it's good to work as hard as possible and stuff, but ultimately, later down the line, it's all about leverage. And that's one of these steps on this easiest path towards 50K a month. It all starts with building a strong foundation. The stronger foundation, the taller the building. You know how they say. So with that being said, stop having that idea of removing yourself entirely from the business as soon as possible. First of all, like I said, you need to build a foundation. You need to build a strong client acquisition system. I mean, not as strong as later down the line, but you can simply start with some sort of an outbound. So obviously I could now talk endlessly about how to do it with outbound, how to do this, how to do that, but generally that's not what it's about. You just need to give my previous video a watch where I talk about how I book over 100 calls per month purely through outbound campaign, which by the way is also free. Generally free client acquisition system. You can only, if you have a setter or if you're planning to hire a setter, you can just give him a commission and zero risk on your end whatsoever. But that's what I mean when I say build a foundation. You just need to make sure that you're not gonna be flushed out of the market, because nowadays everyone is just so all about, oh yeah, this is how I'm making 10K a month, 20K a month in my first 30 days of running this agency, running this coaching business. No, it generally doesn't take that short. It just doesn't take that fast for them to get there. They're just full of crap, to be fair. So yeah, make sure that you're taking your journey steadily, slowly but surely. There's no hurry. I've been in this game this is my third year now, and I've been through hell of a lot. And just recently I signed my new client who is a marketing agency owner, now doing, I don't know, 30-40K a month or so. And the fact is that he openly admitted to me that he doesn't know a single shit about sales. All he's ever done with his sales calls, with his entire booking process, was just being passionate. He was always showing that passion about his business. He was always showing emotion, I would say, and energy. Those are some of the things that he was constantly transferring onto his prospects and ultimately later down the line onto his clients, because he managed to close those prospects. So those are some things that you need to develop. These small pieces of puzzle, once all of them fall into place, you'll have a massive, incredible picture, which is ultimately your business. You need to know how to do sales, obviously. You need to learn how to develop this ability to just show passion as much as possible, be convincing, be full of energy, and just transfer that energy onto your prospects, because humans are really incredible creatures. It's all about psychology, and that's how you subconsciously affect your prospect's mind. Just their subconscious mind is being affected, and they're like, oh yeah, this guy is genuinely passionate about his thing. I want to work with him rather than with someone else who is just all sleazy on these sales calls, all tired. meaning that he's not even trying to help you. He's not even trying to help himself understand what is it that you're struggling with, if you get me what I'm saying. So not only that you need to obviously develop some sort of, I would say, client acquisition system at the beginning, which is obviously outbound until you sign your couple first clients, so you can actually put some money into ads, but you also need to develop this passion and energy. By the way, I don't know the science behind it, but for some reason prospects sense your vibe through the screen. Even if you're trying to hide it, they'll just sense that and probably leave you unseen. I don't know why, I don't know how, why the hell is that happening, but it's just happening, and it's not on me to try and analyze these things. It's on me to just follow the path and pretty much show my true passion and energy, and also remove an entire idea of selling just for the sake of selling. Remove it from my mind and just, like I said, try to genuinely understand what is it that prospect is struggling with and what is it that he's trying to reach. Because there are 4 things that you can leverage when it comes to talking with prospect. So first of all, there are 2: pain and pleasure. For some reason my pen is lagging as fuck, I don't know why. Pain and pleasure. And then when it comes to pain and when it comes to pleasure, there is future pain, future pleasure, and current pleasure. So those are the 4 things that you can leverage. And once you genuinely remove that idea of selling, and once you genuinely try to understand their pain, their struggle, current one and future one, you will just transfer that vibe of, a regular and casual guy, someone light-hearted who is just not pressuring anyone into doing anything. Obviously, you are doing it for monetary goals and monetary gains, but you can't gain money if you're not all about helping. You get me? It's as simple as that. And I know these are some of the most basic things that I can talk about, but if you can't even comprehend the idea of utilizing these couple of things with your business, I'm not sure how you're gonna get even to that second stage of this path to 50k a month, because these basic principles, like Alex Hormozy said, these basic principles is exactly what makes the difference between someone making 5 to 10k a month and someone making 50, 100k a month. It's just the fact that these 7-figure business owners have developed a better understanding of these basic principles. They're just masters at it, compared to these guys that are kind of neglecting it. Oh yeah, I'll want. That's a piece of cake. I can just send some DMs, book a call and close him. Oh yeah, but no, that's not how it works. There are so many different things that you need to consider. Then a second step is obviously delivering the results. Just a simple client delivery. Now, when you actually start closing these people from your very basic, yeah, of course, very basic outbound campaign or whatever is it that you're doing, maybe inbounds as well. Don't get me wrong, your first step, if you're not a fan of outbound, even though I feel like that's a princess mentality, if you're not a fan of outbound, you can just shoot massive amount of content and rely on inbounds and then close those guys. But that's what brings us to this next step, client delivery. I'm gonna try to find one, where the hell is it? One magic loop, I think it's here. Oh yeah, this is it. One magic loop I talked about a couple of videos ago. So it all starts with client delivery. You deliver the very desired results. You need to double down on those clients, obviously, because I assume you're having a high ticket offer, meaning that your clients are obviously highly paying, preferably on some sort of a retainer as well, 2k a month or whatever, like that marketing agency is doing, that I'm currently working with. And that's, by the way, the reason why they even got me into their business as a manager, to hire an entire sales team for them. And yeah, don't get me wrong, by the way, I'm never gonna sell you any 15 grand coaching program whatsoever. I just want you to understand, because if you're not currently at the stage where we can delegate the workload and scale the company the same way I'm currently doing with that agency, there's not even a point in me hopping in your business, because I make my money off of a revenue share. You get me? No revenue to share from, no money from me. So with that being said, I wouldn't be willing to even hop in there. But client delivery, later down the line, once you master it, we can obviously just get in with my killer setters and with my killer management. But until then, once again, client delivery. You need to double down on delivering those results. That should be your top priority. Nothing else but that. And then on that sort of an agenda, like your first top priority is client delivery, second one is building a brand for yourself through some sorts of testimonials, success stories, content on YouTube, maybe long form or short form, whatever you prefer, then posting those things on social media. And while you're slowly but surely delegating the workload with that outbound campaign that you're currently doing, or if you in the meantime start running some ads, you're gonna attract eyeballs. You're gonna attract eyeballs, and your prospects are gonna start seeing the results you're providing. And that's exactly how they're gonna get nurtured through your other pieces of content. And then obviously wanting to get involved right here, wanting to get involved because they want the exact same results. And then simply you acquire a new client and you repeat the whole process all over again. It's a magic loop, genuinely. And that's how you start being like a magnet. People are naturally navigating towards you. Your gravity is pulling them in. You get me? So a super, super simple thing. And that's also one of the super, super important things that you need to consider when it comes to actually taking that journey towards your first 50K a month. Client delivery, and only client delivery. And in the meantime, once you're, like I said, just acquiring those new people, making cash, stacking some money, you can just then delegate the workload and hire a setter, put some money into ads. So, for example, one setter that I'm currently managing for a videography coach is an absolute killer, by the way, booking 5 to 6 calls a day purely through inbounds, and we're running ads, and we're currently like, I wouldn't say we're currently at that return on ad spend, but our top return on ad spend was like a month ago, and it was 42x. Insane stuff, I know. For every dollar that we put in, we get 42 back, and we're currently on like 55-60 pounds a day ad spend, 70 new followers, targeted followers every single day. And that's exactly what I'm saying. That client of mine is only focused on client delivery. And in the back end, we're just making sure that we're constantly booking calls so he can sign new clients that are, by the way, getting nurtured through that piece of content. Because let's just kind of summarize. It's not even about how hard you work. Once again, it's all about leverage. But in order for you to get to that level where you can leverage all the things, you need to build that foundation, and you just need, I would say, a dialed offer first. Dialed offer. Just for an example, over 2 years ago, when I started my first coaching program ever, I sold a couple of these spots for my program without even having a developed offer. That's how strong and dialed everything was. And then only after I closed them, I started shooting some course modules content, and I would say listing the daily objectives that I'm requiring from my setters to do. And that was the foundation. Like I said, I sold couple spots without even having an offer. So that's exactly what you gotta do as well. And then once you have the dialed offer, once you're collecting cash, slowly but surely delegate. And not only delegate to some shitty setter, but it actually needs to be a killer who is willing to, obviously, first of all, work on a commission basis, because while working on a commission basis, there's no cap on how much you can be making, meaning that the more you work, the more you make, and you need a killer, an absolute killer who is wanting to first prove himself, second, improve your company, and third, by improving your company, improve his own income as well. You get me? What you then need after that is a system. You need to develop a system, or actually, I would say that's maybe even more important thing than just delegate it, because you first need to develop a system that you can use to replace yourself, I would say. Not some random system like, oh yeah, this system is full of many chat automations or whatever. No, you need a system where you can add someone into the business and replicate your exact inputs, so that your absence from the business can't even be noticed, I would say. It's not even noticeable when you're away from your business. You know, my mentor, for example, he's currently banging doors in London, just door-to-door sales, and he has such an insane system where he's not even directly involved in his business, yet he's still on 30K a month because he developed a system. And that's exactly what I'm saying. You just need a system to replicate yourself, and just hire someone else like a setter, and only then you can delegate. That was my mistake, by the way. You can only then delegate, you know. And then after that, you can successfully have that client acquisition system or client acquisition process dialed in, and then that's where everything is running smoothly. And from there, I would say that once you get that leverage, your main focus or your two main focuses should be: first, building your personal brand, because absolutely personal brand is non-negotiable. Second, building your YouTube channel, because I feel there is some sort of a diagram or an exponential growth when it comes to YouTube. The more you focus on YouTube, the more money you're gonna be making. Once again, bro, science, but you know me, I'm all about science things, setter science this, setter science that, and I genuinely believe in that theory. And third, obviously, client delivery. Never lack on those things. Never lack on those things. Once again, I know these were some basic things, but I genuinely believe that this is the easiest path to start running a 50k a month coaching or agency business. There's no sense in overcomplicating the things, because the more you complicate it, the higher chances of you fucking something up and just messing yourself for no reason whatsoever, genuinely. So make sure to simplify all those things. It is as simple as having one setter and one closer, probably. Generally, you don't need some corporation with like 17 to 20 employees and then you just being a big boss ahead of, like, above all of them. No, bro, like, get out of that delusion straight away. And it doesn't work like that. It is simple. We live in such a simple world where you can just do everything. You can even hire some random Indian editor for like $8 per video and you're already printing, because he's taking care of your personal brand indirectly. All you gotta do is post. So yeah, that was just a silly example, but you get me what I'm saying. So yes, if you like the video, make sure to press the like button, subscribe for more, because like I said, this is where you're gonna learn all of my stuff. And once you feel there is a time for us to play some killer setters, you know where to find me, here on my YouTube. Make sure to comment if there's anything you'd like me to cover next. It helps me, genuinely helps me, not only boost the algorithm, boost the video for in the algorithm, but it also helps me just tailor these videos a bit better for the future, right? And yeah, once again, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Keep smashing it.